Right, morning everybody. Welcome back to Volvo Spaces. Today, it's a bit of a different day today, what we've got to do today. Sorry about the wind noise. Let's see if I can turn it in against it, it's a bit better. Today what we've got to do, we're going to take my S70 down into storage today. I've had a bit of a problem with the clutch pedal. My daughter went to go to work in the car a couple of weeks ago, went to put her foot on the clutch to drive off, and the clutch pedal went straight to the floor. Been doing a bit of investigation for the last couple of weeks. There's you've got the clutch master cylinder, which is next to the brake cylinder, and you've also got a pressure cylinder inside where the gearbox is. It sits on the main shaft, so when you depress the clutch, there's pressure on the like a thrust bearing. I haven't been able to discover whether it's the one inside the gearbox or whether it's the one that's operated literally by the foot pedal up on top inside the car. I've been trying to find the part and I can't find the part anywhere. I have looked literally everywhere. I've asked different people, been on different websites and all sorts of things to try and find this part, because I don't really want to take the gearbox out of the car and discover that it is just a clutched master cylinder, which is like an hour's worth of work to actually put it in and bleed it and get it working. And obviously taking the gearbox out is going to be a major job. So reluctantly today the car's going to have to go down into storage to get it off the driveway, because I need the driveway for different cars and different bits. So I was going to have to go down the farm into storage until I can actually find the part, or to see if I can find a clutch slave cylinder repair kit, you know, the rubbers that go inside it. I'm going to go down that route to see if I can find the rubbers and the repair kit for that. But I'm really reluctant to take the gearbox out and replace the one that's in the gearbox, only to realise that it's the one that works off the pedal and not the one inside the gearbox. If and when I do find the clutch master cylinder and I fit that in and put that in, I still get the same problem, then obviously the gearbox will be coming out. But I'm not doing all that work, like I say, just to realise that I didn't have to take the gearbox out, and I've done all that work and I've still got the same problem, and I'm still looking for a clutched master cylinder. So today I've got it on my A-frame, we're taking it down, we're going to park it at the farm, going to get that out of the way until I find the bit, and then when I get the bit, hook it back up, bring it back up. I'll give you a little preview of how it looks. So here we are, got it on the A-frame, on the back of my 850. Just giving it a quick wash because it was pretty dusty, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it over when I get down there, and I don't want the cover rubbing on the dust, because it'd be like sandpaper really. So you may notice that the front bumper, let's just turn that around a bit, that's a bit better. The front bumper is missing, because what I tend to do is when I tow these cars, I remove the front bumpers. So I've made them all where they're all easy accessible. So all you've got to do is undo these 4 bolts here, both sides, which is on the inner wheel arch. It slides off of there. Unplug the indicators, the bottom fogs. Remove the light wipers. Undo the 2 bolts, and the whole lot just slides off. It's literally about 20 minutes, I suppose, to get it off. Purely because when I use this frame, you see how close that is up under here. It tends to, when you're going over bumps, obviously the two are like that, floating around like that, obviously on the back of that. I've had it before where the strap is actually rubbing on the bottom of the bumper, and obviously I don't want that to happen, because that's what's attaching the underneath these chains underneath. That's what's attaching the suspension arm to the frame. Obviously, it's a pretty good system. It's a pretty good setup. The car literally just follows you behind whatever you do. The car just acts like a trailer basically. This stays solid and the car pivots on the head like it would do if it was a normal trailer. Because of the weight ratio, car to car, they're both weighted about the same. I do have another driver which is going to be in the car behind. In this case, because it runs, they can operate the indicators and the brakes and stuff like that, so they'll want a bit of assistance with the tow. So that's what we're doing today, and then just keep searching for my part. If anybody's got one at all, I know where I can get one. Can you give us a shout in the comments, just to give me some pointers as where I can get one from. I've literally visited 4 or 5 breakers. Even though I've come across manual Volvos, they've all been different. What I'll do is I will show you the actual part, for the part exactly what I need. Right, this is the part in question. That attaches to the top of the pedal. That's got rubbers and springs inside here. When you depress the pedal, that rod pushes in, pushes the fluid, goes down the pipe, which screws in the back. These 2 bolts here screw from inside the car onto the bulkhead. This pipe here is fed from the brake reservoir, so the brake reservoir and the fluid runs the actual brake master cylinder and the clutch master cylinder. Now I have looked everywhere for one of these. I can't find this anywhere, and because of that reason the car is off the road. I can't have the car sitting around because I need the space on the driveway, because I've got other projects and stuff going on. So until I can find this part, I can't do nothing with the car. So like I said earlier, if anybody's got any ideas where I can get this part from, or at least the rubber fixing kit, be much appreciated. The last place I haven't tried yet is actual Volvo themselves, because I've actually bought the part that goes inside the gearbox, which was like 80 odd quid. That's £80. I've got that in the boot of the car just in case it is that part, so I've actually got that bit. But I know this bit from Volvo is going to be at least a couple of £100. And the thing is, if I buy this for a couple of £100 and then realise it's not this, then I'm on the way to spending £300 to £400 to £500 to try and cure this problem. And obviously I want to keep costs down like everybody does. So if anybody knows where I can get this bit from, or you've got this bit floating around on a scrapper, even a second hand one would do, that I know that, or you know, that works, I can put that on the car, try it. If it doesn't work, then I've got to take the gearbox out. Other than that, I'm stuck basically. So yeah, much appreciated if anybody knows where I can get this part from. So leave a message in the comment section for us, a number or something, or if anybody knows of where I can get it from, leave some details for them and I'll try and get in contact with them. I don't mind travelling to come and pick it up. I just need this part. So so next time we check in, we'll be down the farm when we're parking up and covering up.
Hello boys and girls, Aidan here from Volvo Spaces. Here you can see Chris is now arriving with the red S70. As said previously beforehand, we have now had to bring the car down because the clutch has gone on the red one, and obviously no clutch, no driving. That's a bit of a bummer, but we've looked everywhere for a clutch and currently can't find one. So we've been left with no choice but to bring the vehicle back and stuff. But we've got a nice little way of bringing it down here. We've got a tow frame, which is then, I don't know if you can see that, but it goes through the dust covers on the bottom suspension arms, so it's locked into place and can't go anywhere. But yeah, it's all very safe, no movement. Brought it down here, didn't even murmur once, and that's what we like. But yeah, so won't have none of that. He doesn't like that. So yeah, it's a shame it's had to come down here, but we've been left with no other choice. But it will be temporary. We will get this car back on the road. So yes. Here you have Chris just about to unhook the tow frame. If it unhooks.
Yeah.
Just like that.
See what I've done is I've made a little adjustment to it. So what I do is I can actually move the car around while the up like that. Tie it off. Handbrake on. What I do is just move in position. So what I've done is I've put a strap on there onto there, so I can actually still drive the car around with the frame in position. Because if not, the frame will drop on the floor, and if I'm moving the car around, it's going to scrape across the floor. So then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the car in gear, start the car up on the battery and run it round without the clutch, because it's a bit easier to do it car to car. So
it's a bit better now. We've got a bit more of an open space.
Yeah. And then once we get around here, I just drop the frame off, undo them two, pull the frame off. Job done then.
Right, here we have Chris just about to bring the S70 round. Ready when you are, mate. You literally got to start it and then it just goes. It's either all or nothing, and then seeing as I'm filming it, I've got to bloody sprint after it, but it makes it a lot easier to... Yeah. We always take the front bumper off from now on. We used to tow with the front bumpers on, but we worked it out that it's a lot better to tow with because the tow frame used to be restricted with movement, because when you used to go over bumps, because as you see the tow frame was also sat down here, and obviously the bumper finishes there, then we always have spoilers on, and when a tow frame got lifted up on a bump, always gash the spoilers and stuff, and we don't want that. So by removing the bumper, you've got a lot more space to work with, such as if you go over a speed bump or something like that, and just plus it's as Chris says, it's an easy thing. Just take your bumper bolts out, and then the few little bolts in the wheel arch, and your bumper's off, isn't it? So that's why we do that.
Cover it up now,
Yeah, we'll cover up, and here she will stay for a little while. As you can see, we've just covered her over, so obviously pretty self-explanatory. Covers the car, so it protects it, and yes, keep it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wherever I can find it, if I can find it.
Exactly that, but we will get this back on the road, we will.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Volvo Spaces. Sorry, got that bit wrong. Right, so we've just dropped off the S70 to the farm, as you have just seen in the video. What we're going to do now is we're going to move some cars around on the driveway, which is the whole point of actually getting the S70 down the farm. Obviously I've told you about the clutch and the problems we've got with it. We've got an MOT that we need to be doing starting this weekend coming, which is Aiden's V70, and so we need the space on the driveway. That's why the car had to go down the farm, because we need the space for the ramp. So what we're going to do now is just move a few cars about, get stuff ready for Saturday, so we can sort of hit the car as soon as we can, as soon as we get a chance to get on it, mate, isn't it, really? Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move my 850 over to down there, just where the cat is. I'm going to move my T5 down a little bit, let Aiden get on the driveway, and he's going to come down, get on the ramp, park on the ramp, so we're all ready to go for Saturday. And then that young man there will have his car back on the road as soon as we can get it sorted. But we have got quite a lot that we need doing. We've got a set of 4 discs all round to do on it, brakes all round. I've got to have the offside drive shaft out. We need to do the rubber boots on the drive shaft on the offside. We've got track rod ends to do. We've got 2 drop links to do. Connections. Yeah, we've got some sort of funny business going on with the lights. Let's have a look at the back light. We don't. Eh?
Demonstrate?
Yes. Yeah, we've got some sort of strange problem going on here. Right, that's the lights, obviously, as you can see the lights on. What's going on? It's a brake light, isn't it, or something?
When I push the front brake, the top brake light shouldn't work.
Yeah, go on in. Right, so we've got no top brake light, or middle brake light, in the back window. And then, how does it normally work?
When I turn my lights off.
When we turn the lights off, is that foot brake?
Yes, mate.
Still got no light?
Still got no light?
No.
No. Well, I do notice that now and again it does that.
Did you get a light come up on the dash?
When I've got my lights off, now and again it does say that I've got a light out.
Yeah, it's probably because obviously the hatch is shutting up and down. But the other thing we've got, if you want to lift up your hatch, the other
Do we dare show them?
the other thing we've got, when we open the hatch up with no lights on, we're getting number plate lights.
That one's very temperamental.
That one's a bit temperamental. That goes on and off when it feels like it. That one comes on when you open up the hatch with no lights on, so we don't know what's going on there.
And I believe with my headlights it doesn't work. I believe.
Yeah, so we don't really know what's actually going on. Someone's been in the back there, the panel isn't on properly.
Yeah, with the headlights on it doesn't work.
So, with the lights on the car, as you can see there, the number plate lights don't work. But when the lights are off and the hatch is open, the number plates are on. So, yeah, we're going to try and get to the bottom of that, but if you look up here, someone's been in here and had a right old go at something. You see all the panels all a bit. I should imagine the clips are broken off of that where someone hasn't put that bolt, taken it off properly in the first place. But so yeah, we've got a bit of electrical stuff going on at the back here, which is going to keep us busy, I think, for a little bit. I'm sure we'll try and find out what the hell's going on.
Many possibilities.
Yeah, so that's going to keep us busy for quite a while, I should imagine. As I say, then we've got brakes all round, discs all round, 2 drop links, track rod ends, drive shaft boots, offside, and we've also got ABS rings to do. So we've got quite a bit going on.
It's not bad looking car though, if I don't say myself.
No, we'll get there, mate. So yeah, we'll keep you posted as what we get up to with it, and yeah, check in. Yeah, thanks for your interest. Keep an eye on the channel, there's always different stuff coming in and going on, and don't forget what I said to you as well about the clutch master cylinder. If anybody knows of anywhere where I can get one, or a repair kit, a second-hand one will do for the minute, even if it doesn't work, even if it's a faulty one that someone's got, I'll try and re-rubber that one first, the inside of that one first, because I don't really want to take my one apart if my one's working fine. But I don't know my one's working fine until I actually get another one. This is the problem I got, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, and I'm really reluctant to take my master cylinder to pieces because I don't want to try and fix something that's not broke, basically. And if I've still got a problem going on, I'm not sure if there's anything that I've done or whether the kit that I've bought is not the right kit and it's not doing the job properly. So yeah, so it'd be handy, guys and girls, if you can come across one of them, or you know of anybody that's got a breaking one, or if a breaker's near you, give us a telephone number or something. I can always give them a ring and see what they got. After we've done Aiden's red V70, we're going to be doing my green 850. That one's going to be, that needs a bit of tidying up. It's got a few punctures going on there. It's got a few bits going on. This was my first Volvo. Passed it to my daughter. My daughter's passed it back to me, so couldn't let it go. Love the colour, love the car. It's an 850. What else can you say? Yeah, bloody good car. So yeah, we'll keep you posted, guys and girls. Thanks for your interest. Keep watching. Please like, subscribe, mention to other people about us. See you in the next video.